Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knippel, and it's Diabate in at the 5, down low. Stolen by Miller. Here's Knippel. He's guarded by Bridges, and Ball gets it to go.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
Bridges right side. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's a three-point game. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Here's Hart after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. The three is up. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Miller with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. With the 10-footer, Brunson with the block. There's the drive. Yep, count it.
On the drive, Brunson plays with quickness and purpose.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. The three from Ball. And Charlotte, another three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Brunson. From the arc. He drops it from range. Brunson's got 5.
You could feel and see that one coming from a mile away. Brunson returning the fire quickly.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. All no good. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Fires the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
You've got to get out on Brunson from there, or he's going to make it a long game.
Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
And here's Knippel from the arc. First shot won't go. New York trailing. Fast break, New York. Here's Towns. Count it.
We've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
1:15 left to play in the first. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Anunoby on the take. Count that bucket.
You've got to do way more than that to throw OG off. I mean, he relishes working against contact.
White for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning, constantly tweaking the winning formula. He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
New York has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
4 seconds left. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Brunson's got 13. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be right back. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. They've got McNeely. James is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Miles Bridges. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. White for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks leading by 5. Well, Clark, what's something that sets Miles Bridges apart from his fellow NBA players?
How about we start with toughness? I mean, he's a physical presence out there. He loves a challenge, highly competitive. I like his physicality on the wing. I mean, he invites contact, and he's not shying away from anybody.
And stolen by Brunson. To the inside. Up again. Towns brushes him off. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Shot clock at 5. And there's James from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Towns. Cat doing what he does.
I just love the ball movement.
Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And when you look at it, that shooting percentage is an ugly one. Anytime you see it in the lower 30s, you know it's probably a rough night.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Knipples checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for James. Pass to Bridges. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Bridges. And it's Ball in for White.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Here's Towns, outside Brunson. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of this game. A miss there. Still shooting 6 for 9, though.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
And out of bounds, Charlotte will have it.
First and fewest turnovers a game. First in opponent field goal shooting, and they're so impressive when it comes to their aggressiveness on the defensive end. Number 1 in opponent scoring. A team that gets in your face on defense and doesn't give up anything easy.
And they have to be pleased with their low turnover rate. It's the best in the league because they are fantastic at maintaining control. The Hornets making a switch here. Salon's checked in. Now here's Ball. 23 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando. Three-pointer, Bridges. Here's Brunson. Towns. Oh, the follow by Kent.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Pass to Salah. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court. Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Now here's Miller. 14 points for him last game against Orlando. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. On target from range.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
The crossover. Art goes in. Bridges against Miller. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got his first bucket of the night.
Nice work by Bridges to finish that play inside, showing you some physicality that belies his frame.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. New York out in front. They lead by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Looking at the Knicks, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Charlotte Hornets.
I gotta see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest, winning the battle.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Knicks leading by 5. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You talk about a high motor, mental tenacity and toughness. Brunson wears defenses down, even when they throw different people at him.
All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Brian?
Putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Ball. 9 points in the game. Miller outside. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Puts one up from 19. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets trail by 7. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Bridges. Here's Anunoby, and he banks in the layup. Anunoby's got 9.
Boy, that length Anunoby brings inside is tough to contend with.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's a look at some stats for him. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. The kick out to Ball. Puts up a 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Since halftime, scoreless in their first 5 attempts. It's been ugly.
The fader. Miller pulls it in. Hornets trail by 9. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant coach.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
Stolen by Miller. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. The quick look, no good that time.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Ball against Brunson. There's the triple. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
Brunson getting loose. He's calling his own number to great effect in this one.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. From behind the arc. The Knicks with the rebound. Hart's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Bridges. Shoots over Miller. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Anunoby. Bridges has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Hornets trail by 12. Bridges outside. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Bridges has got 5 points.
Getting Bridges something within the rhythm of the offense, I think that's good strategy, and I like it.
Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Ball. That one's wide left.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those balls.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
Brunson surveys. Shoots over Ball. And it's Brunson missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Fires from way outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Knicks. They lead by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the floor for Charlotte, Kobe White out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then it's Knipple. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Anunoby on the wing. The floater, and it's good on the lay-in. And the Knicks lead by 9. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
It's Bridges on the wing. New York working the ball around now. Here's Brunson outside. Miller pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, missed on the tray. Knicks leading by 7. Oh, it's stolen away. Fires the 3. Anunoby there for the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Brunson, stolen by Miller. White fires. The 3 is in.
It makes his presence felt from distance, Kobe White.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Towns a screen on White. The triple drop.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game."
Okay, thank you, Allie. He got it!
Talk about coming up big. Ball, not shying away from these moments.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
Knicks leading by 4. Now Brunson. Towns on a screen. Cash from downtown!
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Here's Bridges. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Miller. Hornets trail by 7. LaMelo! Oh, Ball, so dangerous from the perimeter.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Brunson misses the 3. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Ball with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
It's good!
Bridges is that guy. Wants the ball in these moments. Absolutely incredible.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. Ball delivering big time, and that's real leadership right there.
Brunson against Ball. Let's loose for 3. Great answer from Brunson.
JB, Jalen Brunson, cold-blooded in the clutch. We've seen this movie many a time before.
Miller outside. Puts up the tray. Ooh, it misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's an 8-point ball game.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
He got it. Now the Knicks with it. And an intentional foul right there. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're down by 7. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Outside ball. He launches. Towns rips down the board. Brunson fires. Up again. And so it's New York winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final.